This is going to be 2014 Panini 75th Anniversary Baseball Hall of Fame box 3764. And let's go ahead and screen share everybody in the break. All right, Mark him at the top, Richard W. You're at the bottom, or a copy, and paste this into random.org. It's always random 7 times. Here we go. There's 1. Here comes number 2, 3, razzle dazzle 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Richard E. You're at the top, Matt L. You're at the bottom, or a copy, and paste this into our 75th Anniversary Baseball spreadsheet, which is right here. Boom. And let's screen share it out here for you. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got in this one. All right, Richard E., you have the Atlanta and Milwaukee Braves. Brian W., Orioles. Vicky I., Red Sox. Roger B., you have the Brooklyn LA Dodgers. Joe L., Cubs. Scott I. with the White Sox. Brian W., Reds. Charlie H. with the Indians. Richard W., you have the Tigers. Tim M. with the Astros. Dave R., Royals. Tim M. with the Angels. Richard W., Brewers. Troy C., Twins and Senators, 01 to 1960. Chris S., you have the Expos. Vicky I., you have the New York and San Francisco Giants. Dave R. with the Mets. Scott I., you have the Yankees. Luis V., no team, Hall of Famers, umpires, and the Negro League teams. Mark M., you have the A's. Joe L. with the Phillies. Mark M. with the Pirates. Richard W., you have the Padres. Mark M. with the Cardinals. Richard W. with the Rangers and Senators, 61 to 71. Matt L., you have the Blue Jays. All right, any trades, teams, please do so now. And this again is a 75th 3764. All right, good luck, everybody. Here we go. Let's do it. No trades. Let's do it. Let's see what we got here in this one. Let's see what this one looks like. All right. First up is a Jim Rice right here, Boston Red Sox. Vicky I., that's coming out to you. Vicky I. right there, Jim Rice. All right, next up is a Ty Cobb, 9 of 75 right here, Detroit Tigers. Richard W., that's coming out to you. Richard W., Ty Cobb. Very nice. Old school. All right, Richard W. had the Tigers. All right, what's going on? All right, next up is Johnny Evers right here, 8 of 50. Johnny Evers. That's going way back. Way back on that one. Yep, that is my squad right there. Chicago Cubs. Right there, Chicago Cubs. Joe L. coming out to you. Joe L. Very nice. Right, next up is Ed Roush, right here, Crusade. Ed Roush right here, that is a 54 of 75. Cincinnati, Brian W. coming out to you. Brian W. right, next up is a Leo DeRocher right here. 31 of 50. Leo DeRocher. And let's see, that's going to go to the Dodgers, Roger B. Coming out to you, Roger B. Leo DeRocher. B, that came out to you. Next up is a Alexander Cartwright right here, executive. That's going to go to the no team spot, Luis V. Coming out to you, Luis V. Alexander Cartwright. Had a few of those in this before. It's cool, ain't it, man? It is cool. All right, here's a Walter Johnson. 4 of 75 right here. That's going to go to Washington Senators, 1901 to 1960. Troy C. That's coming out to you, Troy C. All right, next up we got a, ooh man, check this one out. Tom Glavine. Very nice. Tom Glavine autograph card. It is a beauty. Check that out. Let me see. I think he's on the Braves in this, but they got a few guys on different teams. Glavine played for a couple teams. All right, let me see. Card number 92. Card number 92, yep, Atlanta Braves. Yep, Atlanta Braves. Just making sure. I know he played for the Mets for a stint. And that is going to go to Richard E. right there. Richard E. Nice Tom Glavine. Richard E. All right, and next up, uh-oh, there he is. Old Whitey Herzog. Check that out. That is a beauty. Right there. Nice auto, too. Card number 96. Herzog should go to New York. All right. Card number 95. Nope. I am incorrect. Yep. That's why I checked. Yeah, that's St. Louis Cardinals right there. Card 95. St. Louis Cardinals, and that goes to Mark M right there. Mark M. Right there. Whitey Herzog. Mark M. All right, few cards left here, guys. In this one, Paul Molitor right here, Milwaukee Brewers Crusade. That's Richard W. coming out to you. Richard W. Here is a Hack Wilson right here, Elite Series, Chicago Cubs. Joe L. coming out to you. Joe L. And the last one here is the Elite Dominator, Nolan Ryan, Texas Rangers. That's going to go to Richard W. All right, that'll do it for 75th Anniversary Baseball 3764. Let's save that for YouTube. Good box there.